Forget about the economic and political quagmire that Britain's new Prime Minister must navigate, she must also select a new vehicle. Despite the aim to buy British, the new automobile will be German. One of 10 new ministerial Audi A8 armoured limousines to be exact. Because no comparable British-built alternative is available, many UK drivers are in the same boat. Traditionally, UK Prime Ministers are transported in a British limousine to proudly display the flag. Since the 1980s, Jaguars and Daimler-badged derivatives have been the standard. Prior to that, it was Rovers such as the recently auctioned PS, used to chauffeur Margaret Thatcher and sold for £36,000, and before that, elegant Humber Pullmans driven by premiers ranging from Winston Churchill to Sir Alec Douglas Home. The current official Downing Street car is an armoured Jaguar XJ limousine, produced in Birmingham's Castle Bromwich at a former Spitfire plant, but that's a little banging on the door. The XJ model, codenamed X351, was launched at a star-studded celebration at London's Saatchi Gallery in July 2009 by supermodel Ellie Macpherson and US TV show Jay Leno. Former Prime Ministers David Cameron, Theresa May and Boris Johnson have all been carried in an armoured variant of the XJ. Jaguar Land Rover revealed in July 2009 that it intends to create a replacement all-electric XJ premium car for a 2020 debut. However, executives controversially cancelled it last year, stating that the planned XJ successor does not fit with our vision for a reimagined Jaguar brand. So there you have it. According to executives, no new Jaguars will be shown until 2024, with the first going on sale in 2025. Recognizing an opportunity, astute Audi, part of Germany's massive VW group, jumped in with a fleet of its premier armoured A8s for the examination for Downing Street's duties via the Metropolitan Police. Audi originally broke into the market by quietly courting the royal family, beginning with Diana, and on to William and Harry, while frequently pictured driving their latest models. It's also catered to celebrities and VIPs, with an Audi limousine fleet dropping off and collecting up visitors at every big red carpet event. This is not the first time it has occurred. When Jaguar's then new generation XJ limousine, codenamed the X350, was delayed, it ran into similar difficulty with Labour Prime Minister Tony Blair, with John "Two Jags" Prescott as his transport secretary. So when it comes to buying British, Miss Truss's and Mr Blair's before her issue is one shared by millions of UK automobile consumers. Because in the early 21st century and in a globalised automobile industry, the issue remains, what really is a British car? This was straightforward until the 1960s and early 1970s. It was an automobile manufactured in the United Kingdom by a British-owned, British-based automaker. During the problematic British Leyland years, several vehicle businesses in the UK had been nationalised and were state-owned, but they were also suffered from strikes and poor quality. Back then, a Rover such as the P5, preferred by physicians and the well-to-do middle classes, or a sporty MG were the obvious choices. Unlike more protectionist Germany and France, however, the UK's more laissez-faire policies of the 1980s saw much of our indigenous auto sector bought up by foreign competitors. Since then, analysts have referred to the British automobile industry rather than the automotive industry in Britain. And nowhere was this more apparent than during the Queen's burial, where a slew of British luxury companies were on official duty. The Queen's coffin was transported in a customised and expanded Jaguar XJ hearse. They were backup Range Rovers, both old and new, made in Britain. However, while employing hundreds in the UK, plants and now holding 3 royal warrants, Jaguar Land Rover is controlled by the massive Indian corporation Tata. The Crew automaker provided 2 state Bentleys and a number of Bentayga 4x4s for the Queen's burial. However, Bentley, like Audi, is owned by Germany's VW group. Rolls-Royce embodies Britishness, and the company's most recent models are produced at an exclusive boutique plant in Goodwood near Chichester. However, it is owned by BMW of Germany. Mini is another historic British automobile mark, with models mostly manufactured in Oxford. However, it is also owned by BMW, which manufactures various Mini vehicles in China. Morgan, situated in Malvern, Worcestershire, creates handcrafted classic sports automobiles such as the Plus 4 and adrenaline-pumping Super 3 three-wheelers. Thought to be the only British-owned car maker, European investment group Invest Industrial owns the bulk of the 113-year-old company. Aston Martin and McLaren have significant international investors, but Lotus, MG and Rovers are entirely Chinese-owned. And that's it for this video. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.